We are live. We are here. We are here in the flesh. It is holiday season. What up? What up? What up? What up? We are here. We here for you on a Wednesday, and we not even that late tonight. That's it. We here. So, just words I got. I need to plug up my other mic. I'll find it in a second. But just words. It's holiday season, man. Y'all be careful out here. Be alert. Be aware. You know, those are the people that's trying to get you. They're gonna be out. They're gonna be out trying to get you. Sickness going around. Make sure you stayed, vitamin C'd up. Make sure, you cover up, you bundle up, take care of yourself, man. Holiday season is up. Is up. We up. We got good energy. We got good energy. We here tonight. We here for y'all tonight. We got good energy, good vibes. We are here. We are here on the All Done Podcast. We are here. What's good? It's another Wednesday. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. What's good? What's good? What's good? Oh, my boy about to join. My boy about to join. Get the energy right. I was just listening to that. Okay. Okay. Pink Friday 2 on y'all. Yeah, Pink Friday 2 on y'all ass. The energy is there. The energy is there. The vibes is here. We up. We lit. What's good, my brother?
You're very excitable tonight.
Man, you know what it is. You know what it is. It's another Wednesday. Just chopping it up, my brother. We had a week. We really had a good one last week. We
Yeah,
had a
man.
good one last week, so we back
The
here
people
tonight.
the people said so, and that's not my brother saying that. The people said last weekend was a good weekend. So the
It
people have
was fire.
spoken,
It was fire.
and they said they liked the episode last week. So we're gonna come back and run it one more time. So we
Okay,
appreciate
we
y'all
back.
being here with
We
us.
back.
We
We back with
appreciate
the
y'all being
energy,
here with us.
vibe, with the talks, with the word. Like I said, I just listened to that Nick. All right, that Nick. Okay,
Oh, that got
okay.
you hype? Is that what got you
Yeah,
hype?
man. Yeah, man.
Is that what got you hype?
Yeah, fuck the club up, man. Okay,
Oh, okay,
okay,
all right.
okay. Yeah, Nicki Minaj got me going, got me feeling great.
I
Yo,
was I was
turn it
just
up in here. What happened? It kicked you? I think he kicked my brother from the live feed, but I'm still here. I'm still here to talk to y'all. Listen, that Nick, okay, that Barb's, I might be one of the Barbs, bro. I might be one of the Barbs, and we here. Like I said, I might be one of the Barbs, and I'm hit. Okay, stop playing with me. Y'all ain't getting the news channel voice tonight. Y'all getting
Yeah,
it.
they did. They did. They kicked me. That joint hit me with the thanks for joining. But yeah, you're very excited about this Nikki
Yeah,
right now.
man. I
You're
mean, I'm
very
just
excited
saying.
about this Nikki right now.
It's not even just the Nikki, it's the holiday season. You feel me? It's
Shout
that
out to
time of
Nikki.
year.
Yo, I mean, since we have a show and we started off with shout outs, shout out to Nikki for delivering a great project. Like I think,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I ain't
yo,
making it all
shout
the
out
way
to
through
Nikki.
yet, but I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm
I
picking up
listen.
what you putting down.
I made it all the way through, and you know what? It's a consistent Nikki project, and for those people who are a fan of rap, as a female in the rap game, she's been giving us stuff like this for quite some time, and so
That's a fact.
it's shout out to Nikki for Pink Friday too, and
Big
really
Queens.
and
Big
keep
Queens. Okay. Yeah.
big queens and for
Big
keeping the
Queens. Stand
standard
up.
right because it's not some gimmick stuff. I mean, she's got some
Now she
pop
rapping.
energy. Yeah, she got some, but she has pop energy on there. But she didn't put it out as like a single to get people like nah. It's like
Now
here's the
she,
work and
yeah.
and she put
It's
it out and
eclectic.
it's a phenomenal body.
Like
So
I
shout
said,
out
that
shout out to
and it
Nikki.
got
No,
different sounds. Like I said, I made it. I'm probably about 6 tracks in, maybe 7 tracks in. I don't know, but I know that FTCU that got real down south vibes. That's some
The
crazy.
young money folks can't just give us something we can listen to in a day, can they? They gotta give us some like Lil Wayne, Drake. All their albums got to be 22, 23
Yeah,
songs. And
man. So I'm
I'm
getting
not a
through it.
fan.
I'm getting
I'm
through it.
I'm not a fan. So for the ADP family, I'm not a fan of those albums.
You
I
don't
grew
like
up in
long
that.
albums? Do you like the new
No,
format
I don't know if it's
for
new.
the
I think that
ADHD crowd?
no, because the ADHD crowd is still 20 or 18 songs, but they're only a minute and 30 seconds, which to me defeats the purpose. Like, why would you do that?
I think what was the format? You only needed something like 12 songs on the joint or something
Yeah,
like
but they were full songs, right? You're gonna get this 3, 4 minutes,
that.
12,
Yeah,
13
minutes
songs,
50.
but you're gonna get 3-4 minutes. Nowadays, I digress. We all over
Yeah,
the
I said
place.
we in a music
But
pod.
but
I just happen to be listening to it today.
but shout out to Nikki. Go ahead and give your
Yo,
shout out.
shout
You got some
out,
shout
big
outs?
queens, big queens. I ain't really have no shout outs today. I wasn't,
You got none?
nah, you know what that mean. Tommy DeVito,
What that
big shout
mean?
out to Tommy DeVito. Yo, shout out to my lady. Oh, I didn't even tell the fam yet.
Go
I
ahead,
didn't
tell
even
me.
tell the fam yet. Yo, shout out
Oh,
to
here we go.
the Sunday. I will be in New Orleans at
Mm.
Superdome for the Giants and Saints games with some fire ass seats. So
Shout
come
out.
drink that with
Shout
me
out to your
early.
ladies. That says it's mad love. So
My,
Shorty came through with some tickets?
something crazy. Something
Show mad
crazy on
love.
the
Show
tickets.
mad love,
And
B.
I was kind of like, yo, where the seats at? Let me see if the seats look nice. She showed me like this. Oh, you did your big one. So shout out to my queen as always. Shout out to my
Shout out to
queen.
the queen getting
Shout out to
it
my queen. You
done.
feel me?
Yeah,
And that's a vibe.
that's fire, man.
Shout
That's
out, like I
awesome.
said, Tommy DeVito. We here. We here.
Yeah,
What's your
Giants
shout
fan.
out, bro?
I'm a Charger fan. I mean, first I have to address this Tommy DeVito nonsense. And I'm from New York, so all the
This is
radio,
New York.
everybody's talking
That's a
about Tommy
solid.
DeVito, and it's fine. But like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, the Giants are like 4-8, bro. Like me and
And
you know
still in
my
playoff
team,
contention. Fuck out of here.
bro. No, they're not. What
They can
contention?
still make the playoffs.
If Jesus threw his cock through the goddamn clouds, I'm sorry, but that's.
Hey, bro, this close to Christmas. You're talking about Jesus's junk.
I'm just saying, bro. You know what? I apologize. I've been watching Spartacus, and like Greek and Romans, like they talk like that. Like
Yeah,
it's
but we
really.
not Greek nor Roman. Like,
But it's interesting to hear them speak. My point is, let's stop with the Tommy DeVito hype. Can we calm down? Y'all won a couple games, that's cool, but let's relax.
come on, don't do that. Don't be that guy. Don't be that
Are they
guy.
5-8? Are they 5-8?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
five?
Big energy, big G
Is
man.
it
Fuck
five
out of
or is
here.
it four? Nah, double check. See, now I got my computer. You're gonna make me do it.
Oh, okay. You know how to work the Google button on the internet
I know how to
machine?
work the definite fucking Google button. Let's cut the
Okay.
shit.
Now
They
you
gotta
killing the
stop.
energy talking about it is what nah, bro, let's ride. Like, what we talking about?
Where we riding to? Where you
I
going?
don't
I'm,
know.
I'm
I
about to
don't
say,
know. I
cats.
don't know.
I'm
I
not,
ain't
and
gonna
I'm
hold
not
you.
that guy. I don't want to
This
be
is
this guy. I don't want to be this guy that stops y'all from being like, yo, Tommy
I mean it is what it is.
DeVito's
Are y'all making the
the
playoffs?
guy.
Why you talking about us?
We suck. We suck.
Ass.
We
Ass.
suck. We
Gargle
suck.
and swallow.
All
Fuck
right,
out of
we
here.
we suck, and our quarterback just got announced that he's done for the year. So it's like
Yeah,
I'm
it's 5 and
cool.
8. It's 5 and 8. Big 5 and 8. Fuck out of here.
Okay, all right, congrats. You know who else is in that division, right? It's two other teams in that division. You know what have to happen. It's not possible, bro.
Are we talking about shout outs or are we talking about football? This is not a sports pod,
I'm
bro.
just saying I don't want you to get your hopes
This is
up
not a
and you
sports
jump.
pod.
You're right, because we 5-8 too. You're right. I'm asking you because the Chargers are 5-8, which is nothing. But and we don't have two 10 win teams in our division. But you know what? I'm
We
from New
can make
York.
the playoffs, especially
I'm
with this
from New
playoff
York.
format. What we talking about?
No, you can't. I'm from
Come
New
on,
York,
bro.
so I want
Come
to
on,
let
bro.
the
Don't
New
do that. We win out. We
Yorkers.
make the playoffs.
I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all. What is it?
Nah,
Is
you
it?
ain't really from New York. You a Charger
How do you do
fan.
it?
You a
How do you do it?
USC fan. You a USC fan. You ain't real, bro. You
I'm a
ain't.
Nick.
They
I'm a
really about
Nick
to take your
fan.
New York card.
I'm a Nick fan.
Yeah, you get to keep it for that alone.
All right, cool. I'm about to
That's
say because
rough.
that ain't easy. That
That's
ain't easy.
rough. That's rough. I'm a fan. I'm a
Although
Knicks
this
fan.
year, now we hanging in there. We in the play-in right now, but it's early in the NBA. But anyway, yeah, I got shout outs. I got one shout out. Shout out to my guy, Coach Prime's got a course coming to Colorado. Um,
Hmm.
I don't
What kind of
remember
course?
exactly the title, but I will paraphrase. It's something about public relations and leadership, and they will teach the Prime's leadership will be taught at Colorado this coming fall. So it's mad respect to Coach Prime as always. I know a lot of in our group chat the recruiting buzz is always buzzing. But shout out to Coach Prime. That was one of my
Okay.
that was one of my shout outs tonight. Shout out to Coach Prime. Um
Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, go ahead. You got
No,
one?
go ahead. Go finish. Finish. Because I'm gonna remember what I'm gonna say. Because I was thinking about this the other day.
All right, cool. Shout out to your younger queen. My other shout out
What younger queen?
is the one that we hear in the background right now. She talk about she needs some.
Oh, I can't hear her.
shout out to our people that handle some of our podcast work because it's impressive, it's imperative, and I know I hit them up with a lot of stuff. Like I'm always asking questions because I'm trying to learn this business myself,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, right? So shout out to our podcast people who make this podcast, go to your DSPs,
Uh-huh.
who advertise for us, who continue to give me game, right? And I think there's something to be said with the podcast situation that we're entangled with. It's
Yeah.
not always about you got 50,000 people that want to
It's
watch.
kind of
Sometimes
about
it's
that.
just, I mean, yeah, it's about that, but it's also
Sometimes it's
about
getting the word out, getting our
and
voice out there.
it's about having people who believe in you in the process.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. Getting our voice out there, getting our word, getting it, putting it on paper,
And
putting it
so I
on the
want to
wax,
appreciate
getting it
it.
real.
I want to
One day
appreciate
y'all gonna come on the pod. I'm just gonna be in here freestyling or something. Just getting our voice out there, just letting it be heard.
whatever we need to do. Go ahead, man. You got another shout out?
I didn't have a shout out, so I'll just let me know when you're done with your shout outs, and I'm gonna
Started.
get into some.
Shout out now. I will say shout out to Coco Jones. It's Christmas
Oh
time,
yeah,
it's
we gotta
holiday
shout
time.
out Coco Jones
Shout
again.
out. I mean, again, I
Did
don't
she dress
understand
as Elf on a shelf or something?
what's your problem with her.
I don't have an issue with her.
Okay, cool. So shout out Coco Jones, and
Yeah.
again, her lyrical talent will be definitely blessing us
Mm-hmm.
um for this holiday season. Maybe
Yeah.
she'll get. I think she's gonna be doing some stuff with Mariah even. So no, we'll see.
Mm.
Shout out to
All
Coco.
right. Listen, I love Coco, but sometimes you just gotta, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
I mean
But it's
Mariah. Okay,
cool. It's
all
cool.
right. Go ahead, bro. Let's start.
It's
Start the show.
cool.
Start the
It's
something.
cool.
Start
Yo,
the
shout
something.
out to you, bro. Shout out, somebody said shout out to the ADP and shout out to ADHD. That's always love. We always rocking. We always here. But we
No
turning
doubt.
the energy up tonight. And I'm about to say something controversial. So if you don't want to be part of that, go ahead and leave the fucking room. Because
Go
I got
ahead.
some shit to say. Because now we
Go ahead.
talked about Coach Prime and I just thought about something I was
Talk,
thinking
talk,
about the
talk
whole
that
time.
talk. That talk. Here we go. Here we go.
Recruiters slash college coaches,
Uh-oh. Here we go.
pimps, and preachers all have the same characteristics.
Say it one more time. Preachers, pimps, college coaches,
Slash
want,
recruiters.
slash recruiters wanting to get people to their quote unquote
They always
congregation.
have oh yeah, no, of course political,
Oh, your
candidates.
political leaders are gonna get it at.
So they all have the same characteristics. They're all very
I disagree vehemently, but go ahead.
why? Why do you disagree?
Because they're dealing with different populations.
They, okay, that has nothing to do with characteristics.
Of course it does. Because who
No,
you're trying to
they
target,
all could they huh?
because who you're trying to target matters what
No,
you're
it
gonna
doesn't,
say.
because they do the same thing to and the Avon lady. That's funny. Um,
That is kind of funny.
and they do the same thing to. They have this charismatic way. You
Okay.
feel me? And they're trying to evoke certain emotions and feelings to get you
Okay.
believe what they're saying.
Okay.
They all do. They like you agree. They have different target audiences, but
Yeah.
they bear that same je ne sais quoi. You feel
So
me?
you're saying leadership in general, yeah, okay.
Pimps, preachers, some recruiters, some college coaches.
Those are the leaders in
And
our
yeah,
community. Those
okay
are the
then.
leaders.
That's
The people
all
you
pimps
talking
and
about,
preachers.
those are the leaders.
So
Yeah,
pimps and preachers are one and the same. Is what you're saying?
those are the leaders in our black community
Okay.
for for different generations and for different groups. But yeah, when you see a pimp, that's not somebody that's below anybody's heel. That's somebody that's like, nah, I'm leading a group of people for whatever reason.
Yeah, so I needed to get that off my chest around this holiday season. Like I said,
Why though? Why?
oh,
What's your beef? Why?
the
Okay, go
people that
ahead.
shake the little damn bell.
Yes, no, it's becoming annoying to me. I'm sorry. I'll donate, but
No,
it's
listen,
annoying.
they changed their tactic up.
What they do to you?
I'm walking in the store the other day, get some Christmas decorations because the kids love Christmas. You
Oh
feel
my
me? And I'm a
god.
jolly man. I like to
Oh,
make sure the kids.
You be decorating for Christmas?
I mean, we decorated our little tree. Not a little tree, big tree over
Ooh,
here,
ooh, talk that
7.5 feet, big tree. Okay,
Ooh, high
the
ceilings,
most high,
high ceilings.
the most high has been good to us, but that's neither here nor there. Nah,
No
but
doubt.
usually it's little old lady shaking the bell, and they don't move
Usually,
me.
no
They
doubt.
don't move me.
Oh, they
Other day
have.
I was walking up, it was
Uh,
kids.
oh, okay.
It was kids.
I thought you meant they had an OnlyFans model out there shaking that bell.
Nah, I don't pay for OnlyFans. You think I'm gonna donate money to them on a coin?
I mean,
Fuck
you
out of
to see
here.
him on the internet, but if you saw one just shaking a bell, that's a strategy. Shout out to Salvation Army. Holla at me, bro. I got some tactics for
No,
y'all.
no, no.
I got
Don't
some
holla at
tactics
him.
for
That
y'all. I
is
got some
fucking terrible,
tactics.
bro.
I got some tactics for y'all.
What you trying to do here tonight? What kind of I'm
All
talking
right.
about people using strategies to affect emotion
So
to
the
get
kids
what they
moved.
want.
So the kids moved you. Go ahead.
No, they didn't. They didn't get shit from me. But I'm saying it made me say, oh, I mean, damn,
Uh,
that's crazy.
that's not even better than my OnlyFans take. Your take was worse than my OnlyFans.
Why was my
What
take
you mean?
worse?
Why you bring up the kids if you didn't put nothing in the bucket?
Because it did make me feel away.
All right, so that's the cue from the man up high to put something in the bucket.
Yeah, when we talked about not reacting to feelings. Remember last week we spoke about that? I feel feelings, I
Okay.
just don't always react to them.
All right. Listen.
And the A
You want it?
violated.
However you want it, bro. Go ahead. Start the show. What's your first topic?
Most of my first topic, what we talking about tonight. You see your boy. You see your boy. See, and you talk about our OG when you talk about canceling them or whatever. And and
Yeah.
now the man walking on stages in fucking KKK hoods and like that shit's cool. And I didn't even want to dig all the way into it to see why he did that.
Does it
What
matter? It probably wouldn't matter.
what I'm talking about for those who haven't seen, Ye, I don't know if it was his concert or he was a guest appearing at somebody else's concert, but he walked out with an all black KKK hood on. Now,
Mm-hmm.
granted, an argument may be it was for different reasons, like the old Catholic priest used to wear that and blah 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 blah. But then my fight with
Is that what you see? Was that
for
on the internet today? Is that the old whatever used to like be on
no,
the
I just
internet?
know it. That's just something I know, and I know that's an argument that's going to be used. Or
That's
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 something he's
that's
probably gonna say.
that's total bullshit. But go ahead.
That's something he's probably gonna say, like that's
Mm-hmm.
all. If you ever seen Da Vinci Code, they brought it up in that, which was
That's
pretty
cool.
good.
That's total bullshit. But go ahead.
I mean, what you think about that? Like, what do we even react to anything certain artists, um, certain artists do anymore?
No, I think Kanye is trolling us, and I think that is the way of publicity and marketing these days. That is your advertising tool is to troll us. So even if you're a person that's like you see Northwest, like there's a
Mm-hmm.
Northwest, she got a verse on a new album, and you didn't see that and
Mm.
that didn't move you, or if you seen Lil Durk, or if you notice, yo, this album is with Ty Dolla Sign, you love Ty Dolla, none of that moved you. If you're a black person, this man, this black popular figure puts on a Klan hood and then is like, now I'm at my listening party with this, is like, yo, bro, if for nothing else, you're going to gravitate to it. And I
You're
think
gonna spark a conversation.
that brings me to that's a lot. That internet trolling thing, that is not, we as people need to stop investing in it because it's not real. And I think you've seen that, I don't know if we was ready to segue. I don't know. We don't really like to talk about Kanye, but I feel like that needed to be mentioned because again, he's always pushing these boundaries with
Mm-hmm.
his status, making us all feel like, why did we elevate you so high?
Yeah,
But another person, and I don't think we've ever talked about this person ever
we
on the
haven't.
podcast for a reason, for many reasons.
Yeah,
But again, I think it fits in the lane of trolling and you want to be on the internet for games. So your man Charleston White, he's a Southerner, so I'm gonna say he's your man. Your man Charleston White was at some show, and long story short, violence ensued, and he got tackled and apparently beat up. But for those, I don't think there's anyone who, and especially in our community, who doesn't know this man at this point, and it's for his trolling. And so
yeah.
again, we don't want to talk about people. So Charleston, you don't gotta tell us how you gonna fuck my wife or do disrespectful things to me. You all that's not necessary, bro, because you're not the topic of conversation. We simply only wish to use your name as a vehicle to discuss
Wait. Since
topics.
we're talking about him, I
What?
seen an
No, we're not.
interesting
No, I
take.
just
No,
literally said
listen,
we're not. We're
listen. Since
not.
we mentioned his name, okay, let me say
Okay,
that.
good.
I seen an interesting take, and the take actually said, you know what? I'm starting to see that he's actually for the community.
Stop, bro. I've seen this. Stop. Y'all are
Whoa,
bugging.
whoa. Listen, hear me out. Let me play devil's advocate.
Go ahead, play it.
If you listen to a lot of his messages, he's very pro us.
No, he's
And
not.
wait. listen, let me finish, bro. See, that's the problem. We gonna have to go to counseling. You
We
never let me
probably
get my
will.
thoughts out.
It's been a long time, so probably we do.
Yeah, you
We
never let me
did.
get my
It's been
thoughts
a
out. You
long
never let me
time.
talk. I need to talk. Let me speak. Let me be
I
free.
would interrupt you in our therapist if you was in our therapy session. Like, yo, he never lets me talk. I'd be like, Gatewood, cut your shit, bro. Like,
You can't tell me cut my shit if I'm talking about my feelings.
in therapy, I'm gonna tell
You
you, cut
can't you
your
can't
Gatewood,
tell me
cut your
cut
shit.
my shit if I'm talking
Go
about my
ahead. All right,
feelings.
tell me how
These are my
Charleston's funny.
feelings.
Go ahead, tell it. Tell me.
But nah, for
Tell
real,
them.
if you listen
Tell
to
me.
a lot of his messages, and even
Uh-huh.
like in his recent interview with Cam Newton, he was saying when I was wearing a bow tie and I was, working my political ways and blah blah blah. He said nobody was listening to me.
I seen the clip you're
He
referring
said
to.
now that I'm talking a certain way, now y'all listen. And if you go back and watch a lot of his interviews, he's speaking about, changing our community and what needs to be done for it.
Mm.
Now, granted, he's an extremist with a lot of stuff he say. So,
Yeah, here's where I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stop the Charleston White
you gotta you
BS.
gotta play the algorithm game.
That's one way to look at it. But I will say shout out to the Cam Newton podcast because Cam Newton gives everybody a platform. And I think that's important for black people to hear different especially dissenting voices in the community. I'm not mad at that. But the Charleston White problem, and I'm not gonna say it's a problem that I have because I'm a cat that can see, for what it is. When you were doing the activist work that you claim you were doing, and I mean, I think
Mm-hmm.
people have pulled up minor clips or whatever, but what is that? What does that really prove, right? Because it's the
Mm-hmm.
internet. But what I will say and what I have gathered from the man's words is, yo, you can't play both sides of the fence. You can't in one. Even though it's funny to me
White
because wait a minute,
supremacists do it.
who does?
White supremacists do it.
Who does?
White supremacists does it.
Okay, cool. Is that who you want to be? Is
I'm
that
just
the actor?
saying it. We always talk about if you're gonna play the game, play the game. You feel me? So
That's
if you're
a
gonna play the game and it's a game not meant for us to win the right way, sometimes you gotta play the game the wrong way.
okay. So let me ask you this because this is my overarching
Ask me, my
question.
brother.
I had some cool stuff that I was gonna say, but you know what? Fuck it. Let's just get to the overarching question.
Let's get into it.
Is he? Do you feel like that energy is benefiting the community? Do you feel like people are receiving the message the way he delivers it?
I feel like it's giving him a platform now.
That's not what I asked you. So
I
can you
don't
just
understand
answer
what
my?
you asked
Can
me.
you answer my? Okay. So can you just answer my question or no?
With what he's saying now, no.
Okay. Cool.
Or
So it defeats
wait,
everything you just said is nonsense after that.
See, that's the bullshit.
I'm interrupting. I'm
But
sorry.
now
Go.
he has
I'm
the
sorry.
platform and people are listening. No,
I just
but
watched
now
him hit,
with people listening, he can say whatever he wants.
and he chooses to. And is it positive?
I've seen positive clips.
That's not what I'm saying. I just watched him hit
I've
a
seen some
man.
of his positive messages.
I just watched him hit a man in the head the other night with a potted plant.
They was attacking him.
They were not. He was antagonizing in a troll mode because
They pay,
that's his energy.
that's his energy, and they pay to go to a show knowing he would do so.
But that's entertainment. That's what you go to the show for. That back and forth. No.
Yeah. So then
So
why are you trying to physically attack him?
did who's the antagonist in the situation? Because I think now we've got to talk about it. So
I mean,
everyone's
just
seen the video.
so
He
is the
hit a
antagonist?
man.
Wait. Is
He
the
hit a
antagonist and aggressor
grown
always
man
the
in the
same
head with a
person?
potted plant. He hit a grown man in the head with a potted
Is an
plant.
antagonist and an aggressor always the same thing?
Not necessarily, but do
Exactly.
you?
So we listen.
So you would have?
We've
Are
grown
you
up
could no?
together.
I need to understand.
No.
If I'm a
We've grown up
comedian,
together. We've
okay,
grown up together, right?
yeah,
We've
yeah,
antagonized a lot of people for a
we
lot of
absolutely have.
reasons.
And sometimes it
That
was
don't
because
mean
we wanted violence. So sometimes it
yeah.
was.
Sometimes it's because we wanted that energy,
Sometimes
but that don't mean we were the aggressors.
it doesn't.
We just provoked you to a point of aggression. Now
Yeah,
we
but
got a lot
because
to
I think
defend
people
ourselves.
at a certain point we got to a point. Again, we're not bullies, but there
No,
are people that we grew
I'm
up with. We got we grew up with people where they were always portrayed and always tried to carry themselves as bullies, and
hmm
so yeah. At a certain point, we got tired of that, and
Yeah,
then at that point, we would antagonize them to be like, "If you keep talking about this and you keep treating people like this, show us that this is what you're about."
show me what you're
You
about.
You can't go around and tell me that you love black people, but every chance you get out your mouth, you telling me that black people ain't shit. That can't go together, fam. It doesn't link. I don't give a fuck how, oh, well, this little message here, and I saw this clip. It doesn't work, family. It just doesn't. And no knock on him, because if you're playing a capitalism game, I respect his hustle.
Mm-hmm.
Be clear, I respect his hustle.
Okay.
Because in this system, yo, you got to. But don't give me like there are people now who came on with your energy, like, yo, I seen a couple clips here where, yo, he's for his people. Bro, 2 weeks ago he was just telling y'all that y'all all broke and that y'all your crime written, like you can't have it both ways. You have to pick a struggle.
Okay.
That only goes so far to me.
To you.
Okay.
I got you. But now, is it possible for him to switch that role and now, all right, this is what I've been trying to say and trying to convey. This is what I want to say and convey.
I've been waiting on it, but I'm pretty sure today I seen a clip of him talking about, like, y'all trying to snitch on me. I've been cheating on my bitch. Da 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 da. Like, it hasn't. When is the switch coming? Put the bow tie back on, brother. Put the bow. We are waiting. The
Maybe you
black
need to sit
community.
down conversation with him without the
I
cameras
would
on.
love to,
Without the
but
cameras
yo,
on.
brother, without the cameras on, because you know that's what we do. This ain't for fun fair. But brother, if the goal, which I'm going by your logic, I'm not sure that this is true. But if the goal was to truly say, I'm going to be ignorant enough to get the platform, because that's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to be ignorant enough to get the platform,
And
and
then
then once
switch
I
it.
get it, I'm going to put on for us for real. I
Yeah.
haven't seen it. I've seen you beef with King Harris, who's a child, which I didn't like the way you treated that young man. He's
Nah.
misguided, but that you're a grown up. That's not cool.
Yeah.
I don't agree with you talking about you calling the police, you antagonizing cats, and now you at the police
So
station
why did he keep getting interviews and people sitting down with him?
because this Tommy DeVito shit. You understand that Tommy DeVito shit?
What you
Like
think
that's.
about the him and Cam interview? When Cam was like, "Yo, I'm gonna match your energy."
I think Cam is a man that has worked hard, and I mean I know his name right now is swirling a little bit because he had a controversial opinion today. But I love.
Cam?
Yeah, he had a controversial
What I
opinion today.
missed?
He said several quarterbacks were game managers. He said, and they were quarterbacks that a lot of people didn't feel. And I don't know. We don't got to get into it, but
No,
he said,
I want to know.
he
I need to
said
find out.
Dak, he said Dak,
Game
Tua.
manager. Game
Yeah,
manager.
you think Dak Prescott's a game manager?
Yes, he's not a gunslinging quarterback.
Dak Prescott is an MVP candidate. Okay, but okay, fine,
I mean,
whatever you
his
say.
numbers are there, and they listen. They had to come on. We get into sports, but
I'm
they
about
had
to
to
say.
adjust.
So what I'm
They had
saying
to
is,
pretty much adjust the offense to his West Coast style of playing, which I would say
this is my
everyone said
point.
he plays like I play Madden.
So today, this is a controversial statement because Dak said, I think two of the quarterbacks were Dak and Tua, where he
Mm-hmm.
said they were both game managers and they're not playmakers or game changers, so to speak.
And you don't agree with those things?
I don't agree with them. I don't agree with them. If I'm
Okay.
honest,
All right.
I don't
We
agree
won't
with
get
them.
crazy into that.
Yeah,
We can talk
we
about
don't
that
have to.
off camera. But go ahead.
Or a new sports podcast that might be on the horizon. We'll see. Stay tuned to See Prosperity Network.
Okay. We gotta make sure we get primetime following on that conversation because
Yeah,
she knows it now.
that beautiful podcast that is also on Sea Prosperity Network is doing great, and we'd see more of them added. So if you're a person that
Yeah,
wants
that's a
to
fact. But
see
either way.
more,
So shout out to no shout out. Cam, I already had issues with Cam.
why? I mean, you're a Panthers fan. Is that why?
No, when he became All Lives Matter Cam.
Yeah, and so I don't want to get into it because those are not sports takes. But he's
That's not
up
the sports take.
right.
That was my issue with Cam.
Yeah, but right now he's not in that vein anymore. Or maybe he is. Right now, Cam Newton's contribution to the culture
It's
is
fire.
one of. I love it. I will
It's
agree,
fire.
but
With this
it's
podcast.
not one of athletics. It's one of media. Cam is in entertainment now, and
Yeah, he's chopping it up.
he's damn good at it. But
Yeah.
what your question was, do I have a problem with him having Charleston White on? No, because you would never have a problem with Barbara Walters having Osama bin Laden on if she could gain that interview.
I mean, I don't think I asked if you had a problem. I just asked what you think of it. Was it a good interview? Was it
It was
informing? Was
it
it
was it was entertainment, and that's all. I don't look to.
okay?
And I would say this also, like I think again we have to get into who we're looking to for certain things. So people want to critique Charleston White about certain stuff when it's like, yo, bro, if his energy publicly is not compassionate to our community for all the plights and slights that we've suffered, then yeah,
Uh-huh.
why would you? That's probably not the best person
But
to get the takes from.
all right,
Take it
so
for what
with
it is.
because now we're just really using him as a vehicle.
It's just
But
a
now
vehicle.
I'm gonna ask this question for pushback.
Go
So, like you said, he's not compassionate for our community. But when do we get to the other side of that, and what I mean by that, yes, we need compassion, but when do and we need grace? But when do we get to the hey, we got to get up and get shit done?
He said that, right? And that was his point in the
Oh,
interview.
really? I
What?
actually didn't hear him say that.
Yeah. So one of his points was y'all are mad about my delivery,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all are not mad at that the young boy in Chicago is talking about killing his friend and smoking on this pack,
I
or
did
y'all
hear
are
that
not
part.
y'all right. So he is standing on his platform saying like my delivery is not my delivery, but at this point, bro, I'm not even hearing the love and the compassion. I'm not even hearing the understanding of why we're in the situation. You're more so starting to sound like a right-wing conservative when you
Yeah,
start to just be like, let me just judge black people at this point.
and
That's right-wing nonsense. When you start to say in 2023, 2024, y'all have not done X, Y, and Z,
mm-hmm.
while ignoring all the stuff we've had to come through, that
Yeah.
is right-wing white supremacist nonsense.
And I think we got to do our due diligence and watch his full interviews and see
I
what his
think we
message
do.
is because I'm guilty of I just see the clips. I see the I see his clips and stuff like that and I've never
Yeah,
actually
I've fought through several interviews, and now he's become a caricature. And I think
yeah
for the money, I think for the
now, the
money,
money changed him
and that's fine. Like I said, bro, it's capitalism,
because
and
that's
I
what he said when
know,
he hit before he hit the dude with the flower pot. I already got paid.
yo,
I
he's
already
a
got
mad,
paid. You paid to
he's
see me.
he's a madman, and
He's
it's
a
fine,
menace.
yo,
He's a
bro,
fucking menace.
yo, bro, it's fine if that's what it is. Then that's what it is now. And
Yeah.
maybe before, when you were standing in front of this congressional, you had that, and you wasn't getting paid, and people didn't acknowledge you, and you felt like you wanted to elevate past that situation. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
knocking you for that. This is capitalism. Society forces you to.
Facts.
If you don't want to, it could be dark for you. I'm pretty sure Charleston White has one eye. I don't know what other skills he has to make money.
Are you saying that because I wore an eye patch last week? Oh yeah. By the way, yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, people
A
were
lot of people hit
concerned.
me up while you
People
wearing
were
an eye patch. As you
concerned.
see, my eyes work just fine.
Yeah,
Just
they
trying to
are.
correct that's all.
But
Well,
yeah, like I said, it's not Charleston White is not and I don't want to. It's not some troll stuff, man. Like I don't know the brother. So again, this is just a conversation about using him as a vehicle to talk to our society and talk to our people.
mm-hmm.
I don't know that man, but from what I've seen, you don't care about us because if you did, you wouldn't attempt to degrade us absent thought of like, yo, where did they come from? And what is their economic situation that causes them to do that? You can't tell me all these nonsense stats that this black boy can't read. And that's his thing. He has all these stats with this. It's white supremacist rhetoric. You can't tell me that all these black boys can't read and they're reading at this certain level where they're supposed to be reading at this certain level, and economically our communities at this point when it should be at this point without addressing all the things that led us there.
So, are these stats and stuff he's reading off, and are they false?
Some of them are correct. Some of them are read with the devil's advocate twinge to them. But let's say, okay, let's
So,
fine.
because all
Let's
right,
just
so
say,
I agree with you. You can't just paint part of the picture,
thank you.
but that
That
goes
he
both ways.
doesn't.
That goes. Golly, hold on.
He's
Excuse me. I
dropping
done
everything.
knocked
All right,
everything
take your time.
down.
Okay, so my point is he
Jesus
can't,
Christ.
you got to take your time with addressing black folks because I
All
love
right.
Dr. Joy DeGruy, author of Post
I
Traumatic
think.
Slave Syndrome. Yeah, go get
Yep.
that sister's look. Dr. Joy is fantastic. Dr. Joy called us a miracle. And I love the quote on that because we've done everything she said in spite of. So for
So for
Charleston to
Charleston to
get up
get up
there and
there and
say
say
some of the
some of the
things that
things
he
that
said,
he
I'm
said,
echoing now. Why am I echoing? What did you just do? Oh, there I
I
go.
think I'm
Maybe
back.
I'm good.
I don't know
Yeah.
if I can hear. My mic says it's working, but I messed myself all up just now. I don't know
So
what
for
I did, bro.
Charleston to get up there and say some of the things he said without
Yeah.
putting that background behind it, it slights us. Even if he's true, even if his intentions are true to help us, it slights us for our community to hear it and for other communities to hear a black man say that about us. You're not helping us in that regard at all. Do you feel like he is?
I missed some stuff. I was trying to get my stuff back right over
If
here.
you feel like Charleston White is really truly for us, do you feel like it is helping us or hurting us for
Um,
him to pull those degrading stats out about black people?
I think it's hurting us because of the algorithm game, and
Okay,
that's what I will say about that.
thank
But
you.
I
That's my
also,
point.
but like I said, you can't paint part of the picture. So yes, we can. His approach and his energy is wrong and off. Nothing about him is positive.
I'm not
But
gonna say that. I didn't say that, but I
no,
understand
you
there are
didn't
people
say
who
that.
feel like that. But I didn't say I understand people feel like that. But there are if his heart is genuine, and that's the thing where we tell people all the time in this podcast, yo, these celebrities, y'all don't know them. You don't know these people.
Yeah, they're not your friends.
So I don't know if Charleston White's heart is pure. I don't know if he's like genuinely he went through the bow tie phase, he got fed up and really thought genuinely that this caricature of himself could help elevate black. I don't maybe that is it plausible? Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And that's what I mean by you can't just paint part of the picture. So what I mean by you can't just paint part of the picture. Let's say, excuse me. Yes, we can talk about the cause of this stuff, and that has us in the position that we're in. But we also have to look back and say, okay, what are we doing to further ourselves as well? So now, granted, you can read those stats, those same stats, without the energy he brings, and say, okay, we gotta
Yeah,
address
but
some of
that's
these
his
concerns as
argument.
well.
That's his argument is the delivery. Bro, we
That's his argument, but like I said, we're using him as a vehicle. I'm not
Yeah,
talking
but
about
we
just
I'm
his
saying, but now it's becoming your argument saying that we can address these things critically. He takes it beyond. We've addressed black people and critiqued them on this podcast, have we not?
Of course.
But I've never hit, and no, I don't think you have hit anyone with a flower pot. No one's been hit with a flower pot.
No,
I
on
haven't
this
tried to
show.
hit. I haven't tried to hit nobody with a chair.
No,
You
on
can
our
you
show.
you can critique black folks compassionately. Number one, if you're black, and number
Uh-huh.
two, logically and sensibly, because we are logical and sensible people.
No, that's a fact. We are some of the most compassionate and logical and
Yeah,
sensible
so let's
people.
stop this. Oh,
But we
they'll
also
only
got to get to the
understand me.
point.
So Charleston White believes they'll only understand me if I put a chain on my neck and talk disrespect with them. That's come on,
I mean,
stop
I
playing.
don't know if he really
Stop playing
believes
with
that
me.
or not, and that's not
Exactly,
up for me to
for
decide.
sure.
But I agree with the side of at some point we got to stop, handling us with cotton gloves on. Like
Who
this
does
is
it well then? Give me the example. Who does it well?
who gives us the real and don't handle us with cotton gloves.
Don't say the ADP because we do a damn good job.
Yeah, of course we do that well.
But give me someone else. Give
Brothers
me someone
brothers
else.
like I like Dr. Umar delivery with a lot of things.
I can respect that one. That's
Yeah,
a good one.
he
That's a
he
good
you
example.
know he talked that talk, but he's
You
Killer
feel the
Mike.
love behind it. You feel the
I feel the
love
love
behind
brother.
that.
Killer
Yeah.
Mike, he's another
The
one.
love. Yeah,
David
absolutely.
Banner.
Great examples. Great examples.
Yeah,
Have you seen on the internet any of them brothers hitting anybody with a flower pot to get their point across?
I mean, I don't be on the internet like that. I don't
No,
think he hit
that's
that brother
okay.
with a
All
fire
right.
point to get his point
And I'm
across.
not gonna lie, it was funny. My
It
sense
was
of
funny,
humor is dark.
cause,
It was
'cause-
funny.
'cause,
You know, with a flower pot. That
like
was funny.
you know how like mad you gotta be is to hit somebody with a foul ball. When you get a second, I need you to check to make sure
It was
my
funny.
vocals still coming through on the audio because
I
I don't know
got
what the hell
you.
that was,
All right, let me check it.
and I can't hear my own feedback, so I need to make sure it's still there.
Nah, everything looks to be working right, and if not,
Okay.
I'll fix it on the back end.
Okay, wait. I could have looked myself, huh? But what else we getting into? Because we've been chatting, like we've been this
No,
Charleston
because
White,
that is a
this
real thing
this
because everyone is doing it. We talked about troll everyone like, and I'm not disrespecting these brothers, but there's the chicken brother that be like
what
Sasha
chicken
is this.
brother?
the chicken, brother, he'd be like, and then the people be pouring the sauce on the fried chicken, and he'd be like, and he'd be like trying to lick it. He'd be like bucking his eyes. Have you seen this, brother?
Hell no, I ain't seen no brother like that. What kind of?
All right, hold on. Have you seen the Big Groove, brother? I know you've seen the Big Groove, but the Big Mus,
Yeah, the big muscly shark bite. Shark
whatever
bite.
you want, whatever you
Yeah,
want to say.
and one says shark bite and one says dip it or something like that.
Whatever you want to say. These, I need black people to understand, and we're not hating on you gaining monetary value,
That's a
but
fact.
those caricatures demean us.
Don't go cooning for the man. Is what we're
They are
saying. Don't go
justifications.
cooning for the man.
They are justifications for stigmas and stereotypes that they will put on black people.
Uh huh. My bad. I know I was looking out the camera, right? Like
No,
I
it's
said, I was
fine.
trying to
It's
get.
fine.
I was
It's
trying to make
fine.
sure this audio was right and see the vibes.
What else? What else? I know we wanted to talk about. Speaking of Cam, I know we wanted to address Cam because I think a lot of people. But I don't even know how deep this goes. So if you had another topic that you feel like will go deeper, Cam's what, fourth or fifth baby mom, whatever.
What? Yeah, whichever one. And she. I don't know. Is he a comedian? Is that what
She
this is?
is. She's like an influencer. She's like an influencer. Yeah.
Yeah. So she was on stage and she was like, people was like, "Oh, I don't know how you become the fourth or fifth one," and she
Tom, whatever it
said,
is.
y'all ain't seen that $100 million pressure. That's why you don't know. That's why you don't get what I'm saying. So yeah, yo, is that something you can subscribe to? Like, listen, that
I
money make a
I
difference
I
in what you will and won't do.
I can, and I feel like the fact that she said it, which is in the vein of comedy, I think that sister is serious about her craft, and she brought some real comedy to life. And I know, and I mean, maybe she's not the happiest about being the third or fourth in the rotation of
I
baby
mean,
mamas,
obviously she might have would have wanted to been the first or the only, but
but the
whatever, bro.
point
Sometimes
is,
life is life.
she understands the necessity of having a man lead her and partner with her in life, or partner with her about raising a child. And so I think, to me, when I heard it, it addressed some agenda stuff. And the fact that it got so much backlash is y'all don't want a strong black man. Y'all can say what y'all want about Kim. That's a strong brother in all ways.
Say it again. Say
That's
it
a
again.
strong brother.
Y'all want that buck to be broken. That's what it
And
is.
that, listen, I'm not saying that, but
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
that sister saying what she said, standing behind her strong brother, who's definitely
Mm-hmm.
gonna take care of her and take care of her peoples and the situation around her. The backlash that was received didn't seem genuine, like, oh, sister, you shouldn't be no fourth man's baby mom. It was more some hating on Cam shit. And I'm not with that.
And like I
Because the
said,
culture needs more Cams. Has he
I'll
made
say
some
for
mistakes?
all
Yeah, he has.
accounts, recently Cam has been strictly like not strictly, but he's been about the culture from
Come on,
his
man.
podcast to his 7-on-7 league stuff like
Come on,
that, and
man.
that shit fire, bro. I don't like
Cam
what
is
the
a
seven on
grown
seven
man.
thing doing to the sports to
Absolutely.
football, but that's neither here nor there. It's still good for the kids and getting seen and stuff like that.
The point is,
So
Cam is a grown man.
yeah, here man, and
And to see a black man, especially standing at his height, what's Cam, 6'5", 6'6", right? Like it looks,
he's up there. He might
y'all
be
don't
taller.
y'all don't want to see a brother like that elevating himself and elevating his
And
family.
he does it unapologetically.
Unapologetic. And
Like
so,
he's always him,
yeah,
even with his fashion and stuff like
facts.
that. So
I'm not
shout
gonna let
out to
y'all tear
Cam.
Cam down. And do I always like? We just got into the. I don't like his comments about the Purdy and that. I don't love that he said that publicly. But you know what? I'm gonna support that brother because it's important to have strong
I,
brothers in the media for
and
black men.
I didn't hear a name that I don't agree with yet.
I mean, he said Dak and Tua were the two that I didn't agree with. The other two were Brock Purdy and Jared Goff. The other two, Brock Purdy and Jared Goff. Brock Purdy, to me, the jury's still out. Jared Goff, I mean, he's been to a Super Bowl.
I
I
think
mean,
Jared
whatever.
Goff is less of Jared Goff was the only one I kind of had that problem with.
I mean, flip a coin. But to say Dak and Tua are game managers,
They are.
I'm not gonna say that because
Look how these teams look when you try to turn them loose and let
I'm
them do their
trying to
thing.
tell you that both of those quarterbacks can ruin your day. That's
That's
my
fine, but look how they
both of
look
them.
when you turn them loose. You know what?
It's fine.
I'm
Okay.
biased. That's what I'm gonna say.
Listen, I get it. And I think Cam is coming from a place where he was none of those four quarterbacks that I named hold a candle to Cam athletically the gifts that God gave Cam Newton.
I mean,
And
but
so
that's not a bad title to say there They're game managers.
It's not a great title,
It's
but I
not bad.
understand.
They
I will say I
Alex
understand where
Smith,
Cam's
great
coming from.
game manager.
Yeah, he's not. Alex Smith was never in danger of winning anybody's MVP. And
Okay.
so now 3 of the quarterbacks on the list he named are in that conversation. 3 of them. But
I
again,
mean,
it's not a
they're
sports
on
podcast.
really good teams.
Oh,
Yeah,
there we
yeah.
go. And I'm sure that was Cam's point too. Or I thought Cam's point was more like, yo, God blessed me to be a superior athlete, and when I stepped out with the Panthers, whether they were good or bad, I was the one.
I made the difference.
I was
I
the
made the difference.
or whether it was good or whether it was bad, it was on my shoulders. And you're
Yeah.
right. Those 4 quarterbacks, no. Does Tua have to play perfect all the time? No. He could throw a screen at Tyreek and Tyreek can take it to the house.
You
Does
just
Dak
throw
have
it
to be
deep. Tyreek could be there somewhere.
Does Dak have to be perfect, especially over the last couple of weeks? CD's been balling. Does Brock Purdy? Absolutely not. He's got Brandon, Debo, CMC in the back. Yo, they got weapons beyond what. I
I
understand what
understand
he's
what he's
saying.
saying.
I'm not
I'm not
knocking him.
knocking him.
I'm just saying, let's try to address it a little bit different, especially when it comes to Dak, because again, I think black quarterbacks got to stick together. We just getting to this point right
Yeah,
now.
I'm all
Black
messed up
quarterbacks got to
tonight.
stick
I done
together.
knocked down
Yeah,
my
you're
headset
a
joint
mess. You're a
twice. I don't know
mess.
what I got going
You're a
on, bro.
mess.
I'm trying to
You're a
fix it. I'm
mess.
trying to get right. I don't know.
It's got it's
This is one of those things where I'm just tired and stuff be happening.
I think you got to lay off the peyote.
I
I
ain't
didn't
even
mean
no peyote. Like
I
I'm
didn't mean to
just
put you out business. I didn't mean to put your business out
it's
there. But
just rough right
you gotta
now,
lay off the
bro.
peyote, man.
No, I'm good. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
You got
Oh,
another
see, I'm
topic
hitting
for
the
me?
wrong button.
What you got another?
Bro,
you
this is
want me?
rough right
You
now.
want me to
Nah,
introduce the
I
next
got.
topic?
I mean, we can roll to the next topic, bro. I don't know what I got going on tonight.
My
I'll be honest
man's
with you.
all over the place. So I
Like I
think
said, I'm just a little tired.
we'll try to wrap it up. We'll try to wrap it up on this topic. We
I
talked
think I see what's happening. My headphone wire keep getting caught in my watch.
we talked
So when I
about
move, I need some wireless headphones.
you doing mad splaining, but on to the last topic of the
Mansplaining.
night. Yeah, you doing a lot. My brother Jonathan Major, and this is also
That was the last topic.
yeah, because I think we want to talk about some stuff because I've been getting messages about people saying y'all need to talk about this and y'all need to talk about that. Like, yo,
And we need to talk about Jonathan Major
because it's funny. Not because it's
because
funny. Come on, because I don't want
at.
his making
Here's
it.
what we no. Here's what we
Oh
laughing at. Well, I'm
God.
laughing at two things. The first thing you just sent me a clip. Him.
Came out today. That's the clip. That's the
He's
clip
like
that came out
he's
today.
like 6'4", 6'5", full on running from his tiny Caucasian girlfriend around parking lot or wherever they were up the street. And of
Clip
course,
that came out today.
domestic abuse is never a laughing matter.
No, it's not.
But to see this is like seeing Day Day running from Baby D.
No, it's tough. It's
Yeah,
tough.
so it was just an interesting clip to see.
But I want to gotta bring levity. You gonna bring the levity? Bring the levity to the situation.
Bring the levity. What does that even mean, bro?
Let's
So you
bring the
go.
seriousness. Can we bring the seriousness? Can we bring it
Why are
to
you
a?
using levity?
I
What
don't
type
know.
of time you on, bro?
Can we
Tracy
bring?
word drop of the day, levity.
I gotta Google it because
You
I
know what?
don't
You
know.
said something on the
They
podcast
go
a
Google it.
while ago. You
Yeah.
said something on the pod a while ago, and it was funny because you was like, "We're being tongue in cheek about it," and that shit was hilarious to me. I kept a straight face during the pod, but
All right.
yeah,
Listen, levity dictionary. We teaching y'all out here. Levity is humor, frivolity, especially the treatment of a serious matter with humor or in a manner lacking due respect. And so
I
when my
mean,
brother says that domestic violence is not a joke, he's talking about it is being serious. But when I say we got to break the levity, we're talking about we're being it's humorous, but it's not really humorous. We are just sometimes we can be a
in other words,
little
we got
crazy.
dark senses of humor.
Yeah.
We
And
got dark
so
sense of humor.
when we say like, yo, it's like we try to be lighthearted in a real serious manner.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Fuck that.
to follow my brother's stance, it's not
On my
cool.
levity,
It's not. I don't even know if you just used it right. It's
yeah,
not cool.
I'm dropping that shit. Okay, my
It
levity.
is not cool. It is not cool. For those of you who have seen, and like I said, like I was saying, let me go back to the top. We haven't talked about the Jonathan Major situation because again, it's not about gossip. Unless we can use a celebrity, your favorite celebrity, as a vehicle to teach a bigger lesson or give better game. And
Okay.
so this woman has dragged this man to in and out of court now. I think this has been going on since the summertime.
Yeah, it's been going on a real long time. It's
All
been
right,
going
a
on a while.
while. And so now they're in court, and you got different pieces of evidence dropping. And today, a video happened to drop of Jonathan Major exiting a car,
Mm-hmm.
this young lady attacking him for whatever reason, and they proceed for at least 2 minutes to jog across New York. Her being the aggressor, chasing him around. I don't even know if it
Mm-hmm.
was New York. Her chasing him around a city, with him briskly jogging away from her.
Yeah.
And so while domestic violence is not funny, I wanted to use this case as an opportunity to say, number one, if we're gonna believe all victims, let's believe all victims.
That's a fact.
How did this case get as far as it is if this video existed at any point? Because I seen a man trying to get away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about really get away.
Yeah, yeah.
Get away like,
Initially it looked like get off of me, and then
and
he,
then he was running.
but he did. You
Literally.
know what though? I'm be real. He did what he had to do, so it don't look like there's no. We're not going to misunderstand this at all. I'm a larger brother. This is a smaller Caucasian woman.
Mm-hmm.
It is not going to remotely look like I'm the aggressor. I am running away. I am trying to distance myself from the
And while
situation.
I agree on his situation, I agree his stance. It's still funny.
It's still funny.
That video is
But
still funny.
but now I figured out why I couldn't hear my mic. My mic had unplugged. But that's neither
Okay.
here nor there. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully we still got what we got on the audio. Hopefully, we're gonna pray about that.
No, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine.
Okay. So not only is it funny, it's smart. He is a smart man for doing that.
No doubt. And
He
even
is
though we clowning now, he is smart.
that was a smart decision right there. Hey, I'm running away. I'm not attacking her. Shut up. I
I'm
think the
sorry. I'm
funny
sorry.
part
I'm sorry.
about
I'm
this
sorry.
is
I'm
when
sorry.
he said, when I think they played a recording in court where he requested she acts like Michelle Obama and who was it too?
The case has been crazy. I understand what you're saying. The case has been all over.
No, because like I said, this is a Caucasian woman. He said she needed to act like, was it Harriet
Oh,
Tubman?
I did see what you're talking about. I think he said she needs to act more like Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama. It was another one though, like a
Okay, but my
no,
point is,
Coretta Scott. That's what it was.
okay, fine.
Michelle Obama. You got this little Caucasian lady. She needs to act like Coretta Scott and Michelle Obama.
I think my precaution would be to brothers, especially
Oh
in
my
power
God, that's
positions,
funny.
is, man, you got to be careful who you're dating. You got to be careful who you're allowing in your circle, especially if you
Yeah.
got something to lose. Because if this video shows me nothing else, is that this woman doesn't care about herself. She
Mm-mm.
don't care about you. She don't care about your career.
She just
It's
want to
not.
drag you through the mud. That's her
That's
ultimate
it.
goal
She
right
don't
now.
care about nothing.
Mm-mm.
This is about hurt feelings, and
Mm-hmm.
if all you've built and worked for, brother, goes down the drain in the process, then that's just what happens.
Yeah, and he's with a sister now, right?
Yo, he's with the sister. Come on,
Who,
one of the best to ever do it.
who
If they still dating,
who's he with now?
I don't like to be gossipy, but I think he's with I think he's with Debs. Debs, the one from Debs.
Who?
Debs, you remember Debs
No,
with the eight? You don't
the
remember
robot
Debs?
movie.
No, it was with the four bad schoolgirl, and now you don't remember Deb. So
No. Yeah.
he's with
Miss
the
Good
black.
if you're
Yeah,
nasty.
he's with the black one from that
My
joint.
cousin
So
Skeeter, biker
come on,
boys. You
baby.
know, I
So
see the vibes. I ain't
listen,
mad
it's
at your boy for
apparently
that.
he's found something that
He
might
found
suit him a
love.
little. He found something that might
He
suit him a
found
little
love.
bit. He found something that might suit him a little bit more. But the
Love.
point is, if we're gonna get some game from the situation, is bro, there's no way you should put your. It's funny that he's running through the city the way that he is.
Ah,
If you think like
somebody
us,
help
but it's intelligent of him to understand that
to make it clear that I'm not the
I
aggressor.
need to be running from this person because she's out to destroy me, and I won't let her.
Mm.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. Shout out to Jonathan Majors, man. I know you going through a lot right now, brother, but you got Megan to hold that night, so I'm not too sad for you.
Last but not least.
Go ahead.
You seen the story, or you might have sent it to me about the
Maybe.
young lady who tried to burn down MLK house?
Woo! Yeah, that happened last week. That literally happened the next morning. Like I don't
Yeah,
know if the ADP family knows, but I wake up very early for work.
me too.
So sometimes I be sending my brother stuff and he sends me stuff back and forth. So yeah, that happened like literally last week, the moment we got off, and we both thought that it was necessary to bring up.
Yeah, it was definitely because it was MLK what childhood home or something like that
Yep, MLK's childhood home in Atlanta.
in Atlanta, and she like there's a video of her dousing it in gas and trying to light it. Now, I think her dad said she's having a psychotic break or something along those lines, and whatever. But I'll be honest. When we first read the caption of someone tried to burn down MLK house, did you think she would look like she looked?
I did because it was Atlanta.
Mm,
And I didn't think that even
mm,
if it was on some COINTELPRO, they're not about to run up to that neighborhood and do that. Here's the
nah.
kicker. Excuse me. Here's the kicker. They're saying LAPD and the FBI are saying that the woman was stopped by NYPD, and I mean a lot of stuff is still coming out, so maybe I'll be wrong, and we'll always address it. But they're saying that she
Yeah,
was
or
stopped by
not.
off-duty NYPD officers that were just in Atlanta on some casual.
Oh,
NYPD officers in
yeah.
Atlanta on some casual just happened to see her dousing that porch,
So where was
and
the Atlanta police?
I have tons of questions, none of
Wait.
which
Who? What report came out? And no,
NYPD.
no, no. Not who stopped it.
Okay.
Who gave this report? Did you say
This is
LAPD?
The Atlanta PD gave this
Oh,
report that there was some officers off duty. NYPD seen her and stopped her. And they also said because of their heroic efforts on a vacation, we still have the childhood home of Dr. King.
hmm. You feel the way
There
about that? Is that
there's a lot to
are you about
unpack.
to put your tinfoil koozie on?
I'm not putting nothing on. There's a lot to unpack. The sister's name, hold up, because the name is also I think is also interesting. I believe her name was Lanisha Green. Like she has like a real she has one of those names.
Yeah. I if it was a mental illness thing, I hope she
Mm.
gets the help she so needs. Um, I don't make light of mental illness at all. Um,
Okay.
like I said, I don't know how to feel about that whole
The name
situation.
is Lanisha Shatrice Henderson.
Um, like I
Okay.
said, they
All
said she
right.
was having like a
All right.
psychotic break.
They've said a lot of stuff. All right, cool. You're right. No
Um,
problem.
I
No problem.
think now I will say this. I think that house should be a little bit more protected. Like
That's one point. I'm not
anybody shouldn't just be able to walk up to the stairs and let me pour some because I don't. It's like federally like it's a monument, right?
It is a federally protected property.
Yeah.
So the
So
kicker
you
is
can't call it a
she's gonna get
federally.
real time. This is not like I'm just. This is she. If she's convicted of this, this is a federal
Yeah,
crime.
but you can't call it a federally protected property if there's no protection for it.
I'm not. Listen. I'm not. I I haven't gotten to a point where I'm really gonna. Let's just see what. Let's see the details. Let's see how it
Okay.
unfolds. But I
Okay.
did want to mention it because it's pertinent to our community.
It is. It should be mentioned.
Right? We don't have many monuments, right? I think certain communities have monuments of their war heroes all over, whether they did good or whether they did bad. They're all over the country.
Yeah.
We don't have many in Atlanta. In Atlanta, that's one of
Yeah,
the
that
black
that got to
cap.
be protected.
Right
She
in
shouldn't have been able to get
Atlanta,
that close with a
she
with
just
a
ran
total.
up on the porch with a thing of gasoline and was ready to set it on fire.
And
But
if you see the video, it's not like she was trying to be discreet about it. It looked like she was
bro,
watering the
she was
flowers. Just
wilding. She was wilding with it. Wow,
yeah, so that's crazy.
disrespectful. And so again, just to mention it because I feel like this story will further develop, and we want to we want to give you the background when we bring it back up.
Yeah, that's a fact. I don't think we're gonna hear much more from her to be honest. But that's just my My humble opinion.
Which I think that's you're saying something without saying something. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's not important to them. So yeah. How do you want to wrap this up, my brother?
Um, I'm gonna wrap this one up by saying because we talked about your, I hear your queen in the background going off on her children. Shout out to the fire ass black parents out there. That's fantastic. We
Yeah,
love to see it.
that's one of the reasons we're talking about recording a different day or different time. It's just
Yeah, we'll get there. But
yeah, we this shit crazy.
shout out to y'all for supporting us no matter when we do it. All right. Shout out to the people that are always in here live, and shout out to the people that always catch us after. It's important to us. We're trying to build something not just for ourselves, but for the community. Something that we can all stand on. But how I'll wrap it up is we talked a lot tonight about trolling, and I think that's a 21st century, or maybe even these days, a 22nd century mode of act. Like that 22nd century behavior. Right? When we grew up, trolling wasn't a thing. We didn't really have it. I mean, we had MySpace, but I don't remember. Do you remember? Let me ask you this: do you remember real trolling on MySpace?
Yeah, top five or your top eight friends. That was one way to do it.
Yeah, the music.
Remember
Maybe
they
put
had
a song.
a song, a background, a bio.
But it was
Um,
never like you. I'm gonna get on this video and I'm gonna hit my enemy's baby mama with a flower pot.
yeah, no, nothing like that.
You never got to that point. And so I will say something in a new era of black people and a new generation of young men and women coming up is listen, because society has provided it to you, this is a fantastic tool of the internet. You do not have to use it, and it is not always going to be successful. And I think we saw this. Shout out to the young lady Meatball who was on Gilly and Wallow's thing. She got arrested for trolling not too long ago. You know who Meatball is? Are you
No,
familiar with this?
I don't know
Okay,
anyone
well,
named Meatball.
some of I mean exactly, but some of y'all are familiar. But my point is, for my young people, y'all don't have to use it for that. It's a brilliant tool, and it can be
Yeah,
used for a number of different things. You don't
nearly
have to.
that.
Oh, see now who's got the big? Now
Okay, who's got the big
who's
fat
got
now, boy?
the? That's Sandlot. Y'all don't know that, but
Yeah.
listen, y'all
Oh,
don't.
I like that you knew that.
Y'all don't have to use this tool for degrading yourself for the possibility of clout, because this is what I really want to say. Even if you take your cousin and you taser him out of his sleep and then pour water on him, you could go to jail for assault. It's no guarantee that Warsaw's going to pick your video up and you will become famous.
Yeah, that's a fact. Be
Right?
smart.
So
Don't do dumb shit. That's
you
pretty
and
much your choice.
I'm not saying don't do dumb shit,
Yes,
because
you are.
we have done dumb shit. We don't get into it. We've done dumb shit, but I guess we were smart enough to not put it on camera. But we've done dumb shit.
Ding.
I'm definitely telling you, number one, don't try to do less dumb shit. And if you're gonna do dumb shit, definitely don't put it on camera. Go ahead.
I'm gonna wrap it up on this right here. It's actually not gonna be on much anything we really talked about. Like I tell my people, it is the holiday season. It is be alert, be aware, especially my queens walking to your car from shopping and stuff like that. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't carry large amounts of cash on you, stuff like that. Hey, if you getting a bunch of gifts, go ahead and get them, put them in the car. Don't get distracted by a text or a phone call. Put them in your car, get in your car and leave. Parking well lit areas, parking areas, that's patrolled by law enforcement a lot. Just
No,
be
I love
careful out
that.
here, man.
I love that. I love that because it's unfortunately the society has put certain people in positions where it's either kill or be killed.
That's a fact.
And so we don't want to see anybody hurt or
No.
injured because there's some brother out there put under the heel of the system and can't provide, and so he's going to go out and try to quote unquote make a way. And
That's a fact.
unfortunately, that's the reality that we're living
Yeah. Yeah. That's
in.
all I got.
On this note, this podcast is all
All
done.
done. Peace,
We'll see y'all
love.
next week, baby. Peace.